already, so we're jumping right into the next one. They've not started yet, so that's good. It looks like we have a little bit before they will start, so let's look at the decks. Christian is playing Unicorn, so that tells you 95% of what you need to know. And then Scorpion deck is Keeper of Water with Way with Words, 3 Watch Commander. So really Dishonor focused build. I think it should be hard for Scorpion to keep off the Unicorn aggression with this kind of build. He does have some cancels to censure. 2 forgery, only 4 cancels actually, so that's another thing that you would rather have different against the Unicorn, I think. The censure obviously won't be on turn 1, and it might not be on all game, to be honest, because the Unicorn will just attack a lot, win conflicts, attacking, and get more rings that way to get favor, hopefully. Let's look at Christian's list. So he's playing Keeper of Fire, Dragon Splash, 3 Let Go, 3 Wanderers. Let's see, is there anything else that's abnormal? Is the same teams? Yes. So Christian is on the Crazy Cat's Eyes and Frankie is on the Rokugani Mad Dogs. So currently it's 3-1 for the Mad Dogs. Hopefully Christian can make it 3-2. I don't think anything else is really strange about this deck. 2 Steed of the Steppes. Looks like they're about to start. Good, good. Let me edit the stream title again. Other than the assassination, what control does Scorpion have? Well, there's 2 forgeries that are pretty nice. There's effective deception. I guess there's like Wave of Scorpion and for shame if you want to count that as control. Let's see what happens. The 3 assassinate does mean that cheaper characters are not really that great. So it's a Gunso for Christian with 2 expensive guys to maybe join the fray. Let's see what the Gunso gets. Border Rider, that's pretty good. Likely to be assassinated, I would say, but it's it was kind of free, you know, so. Meanwhile, Scorpion has a Manipulator, so he'll get an extra card. Papers that didn't trigger. Maybe he's thinking about using the season. I would not do it. I would just pass. But let's see. Oh, 2 encampments in the bin from the Gunso and the other 2 Gunsos. So nothing good for Cab Reserve squad yet. Oh, hey Jason. How's it going? Yeah, so no season, 5 to 5. The manipulator makes it 6. Seems good. How is Christian going to attack? What team are you on, Jason? Are you doing alright, or? You haven't played your game yet, right? Oh, Scorpion is first player actually, so they pass their conflict. Makes sense, and both of the unicorns will attack for fire on the free province. So if you have exactly 1 assassinate as the Scorpion, do you use it on the border rider? I guess it depends what else you have, but no defense, pass, pass. Okay, so no break. That's good for Scorpion, but there is a Spoils of War. Gets rid of the Steed of the Steppes. HMT to get another conflict. And he gets to keep her initiative. Not too bad. You're on no pineapple and pizza? Oh, so you're with there. That's a shame for you. But up 1 on the Tanukis, okay. Yeah, I think most of the brackets are pretty close to even so far. Except for 1. I hope they make a bit of a comeback. So Scorpion chooses to attack actually, finds upholding authority for Earth Ring. Earth is a good ring, so I cannot disapprove. Yeah, I hope the models will get it in gear. I think a lot of their better players haven't played yet, so I think they'll be fine. Earth hits a curved blade, Tessent ready manipulator, and then the border rider ready itself. I think you probably only attack with 1 character if you're unicorn, so that you can also do the final conflict. Thinking about doing political because the manipulator is 2/2, so the border rider on political would tie him, so would be winning. Not very likely to stay on it though. No defense, pass, okay. I guess Christian a little bit afraid to be dishonored, going for air instead of, I think Void looked pretty good. Now there's Assassinate on a Tattooed Wanderer with 1 fate. And then you can safely play a Curved Blade on the border rider. That seems fine. He probably drew this Tattooed Wanderer from the Spoils of War, because the last conflict was also attacking for 3. So if he had it then, he would have played it to break the province, for sure. And then the same Assassinate Curved Blade would have happened, probably. Oh, Sadako calling it favors. Guess discard it, because you can't have it. Curved Blades are for unicorns only. Wave the open hand and another Curved Blade. Takes it to breaking again. At least the Sadako can defend military for 4 though. That's pretty good for a Scorpion character. Wow, another calling in favors to discard another Curved Blade. Really not wanting to take any breaks. Does Christian have anything else? Yep, a Shinjo Ambusher for +2. So he wins breaking, second Spoils of War. That's good. He gains 2. I think maybe some players would be tempted to use air to steal 1 here, because Scorpion is down to 5. But it's totally useless. You will never dishonor them, so taking 2 is 100% correct. Christian also has a Tessin on the Ambusher to tie Glory at 5. That's fair enough. So that's to disable the 2 censures in the Scorpion deck. Let's see, what do we have? Tetsuko and the 3rd encampment. That's nice. On the other hand, Alibi Artist is also really, really good. Can't do anything in military conflict though, so maybe not as good against Unicorn as it is in every other matchup. Christian bids 5, Frankie bids 3. I guess he was afraid to go down too low in case Christian bid 1. He does have the Alibi Artist anyway. That would also be disabled. No, it wouldn't. If he bid lower, it would, but he ends on 6 exactly, so that's good. Afraid of swim on Tetsuko? Oh yeah, I didn't see. Is there a swim in the list? No, there's no I can swim, so that's not it. But I mean, Christian was always going to bid 5, I think. He had enough honor, so you just want to get cards. Oh, you've never played a Scorpion without swim? I think it's actually pretty common to not play any. There's just a lot of turns where it's off, because you're both bidding 5, or you're both bidding 1, or you get dueled. It's definitely one of those cards that are very good, but they're still not good enough for a Scorpion deck. Let's see, Tetsuko and the Ambusher attack into Abandoning Honor. Oof. So, could be killing Tetsuko. Unless there is another Ambusher. So Christian plays Let Go and Watch Commander inside the conflict, just in case Scorpion wanted to use Edict. If it's in a conflict, it costs him a fate. And he does have another ambusher, so no one is dying today. Well, except one unicorn guy is dying to HMT. But beside that, no one is dying today. So 8 to 4, it breaks. Avoid the last fate of the Sadako, and then there's the encampment for Tetsuko, pretty nice. I guess this L5R artist might as well attack. Yeah, I think this is a good attack. You just the artist is not doing anything else, so you might as well try to ready for military to be a little bit of a bump. Christian might spend a captive audience on this, but it's fine either way. It depends on what he has in his hand, right? Let's see what the next province is. I think we're hoping to dodge the secret cache. But the other one, I believe, is Shameful Display, so not that good to hit either. Going for air again, even over the Earth Ring, wow. I think the reasoning is that the only way that Scorpion is going to win is if they dishonor you. So a lot of the time you just attack air, and if you win you gain 2 honor. Great. And if not, they can't attack air, also fine. He could put it back with the Geisha House, but let's see. It is the Shameful Display. Does Christian want to play anything? He might just pass. I think Cavalry Reserves is a little bit too expensive for just one character against Forced Edict. He could also have Way of the Open Hand, but you don't really want to put Fate on the Sadako. Yeah, just pass. Okay. Maybe a bit of a over defense then, even. There's one more Tessin to ready Sadako. Maybe he wants to scout a new province. At the end of the turn is a reasonable time to do it. Endless Plains. Okay, well, the encampment is gone now, so that's the last one. Won't get the Earth Ring though, unless he has a character. Oh, there's a sneak. That's pretty good. Oh, wave the open hand on the sneak. Forged Edict, maybe? No. I don't think you can afford to edict things like that. When all the join the fray and all the cavalry reserves are just waiting for their time. So, oh, Christian does pass his conflict. And then we see a common cost to ready one glory to tie it 3 against 3. I'm not sure if that was totally necessary. You can't really attack with the keeper if you're a Christian because it will just get away with the Scorpion or court games, and then you give up the favor, which you really don't want to do for the censures. But I'm not sure if it was worth a common cost just to keep it from Unicorn. Blackmail Artist comes in. Have to work towards the win condition somehow. Then it's Yasamura. Oh, there's also Lost Papers as well to Bao Tetsuko. Damn. Pretty good. Pretty strong card. 3 to 4 bits, about even on cards. Christian is not on censures. Yeah, I didn't think it would be. I guess it makes it a little bit easier to get the favor at the end of this turn. And it's also 1 skill in 2 or 3 conflicts, but I don't think it was worth it. Okay, the L5R artist goes in, political on its own. That means the Blackmail artist is almost certainly not going to trigger this turn. Voiding off the Tetsuko is really good though. I wonder if Christian will go for the Shameful Display or the Secret Cache. There's second assassination to kill Yasamura. To be expected. Actually, he only drew 21 cards, so there was a good chance he didn't have an assassination. But just so happens that he did. Now I can use the L5R artist as well. I don't know, I thought it was going pretty well for Unicorn, but their board's not looking that hot this turn, with the Tetsuko being papered and being voided now. Oh wait, he will swap the ring to Earth? Oh, he wanted to dishonor himself to not break the upholding because Christian actually played a Tessin on the L5R artist. Interesting. So he doesn't break, but he also doesn't get the Void Ring, which was definitely better than getting the Earth Ring. This card's assassinated random, he didn't need that. There's kind of something to be said for assassinating blackmail artists, but I don't think this is the situation to do it. Yeah, and now Shameful and Cash are left, so rough times. Does go for the cash. Ideally, Christian needs to find a way to not give up the favor. It might be impossible though. For shame to bow, border rider to ready. Maybe another for shame. Or just bonsai or something. Yeah, another for shame. And a Tessin to ready. If Christian wins this firing, he could dishonor the last court here. Oh, Watch Commander comes down. I think maybe it was nicer to play that earlier. But let's see, he must have another card. The third calling in favors to steal the Tessin. And then let go and Watch Commander. Do we see a cancel now? I don't think you can really do that because it will cost him one skill on the conflict anyway. I think you have to accept that this Watch Commander is gone. Oh, forgery. Oh, right. It's forgery, not forged edict, my bad. So of course it doesn't dishonor anyone, and it won't be turned off either by the firing. It's still very expensive in the sense that he would rather cancel things that cost fate. But it looks like Scorpion will get the favor at the end of this turn, so that will activate double censure. And also Christian is getting quite low. Plus this Void Ring is still out. I don't know about leaving that on the table like that. Yurt finds another Yurt, looks like. Or is it just... yeah, it did find another Yurt. That's pretty good. This Lost Papers on Tetsuko really If Scorpion ends up winning this, that was a big break. Christian went 5 for the keepers. Yeah, you're right. He does have 2 of them and they're on fire. It will cost him the Tetsuko in the end, but I suppose he was hoping to win the fire conflict. Alright, let's see some papers on the unicorn side this time. Nope. No such thing. Buys Chagatai, 2 fate, okay. So he'll just run at the province and say, stop me. Vice Proprietor though, very good. Frankie bids 5, Scorpion, or I mean Christian bids 1. So 4 honor, okay. My guess is that the Scorpion hand was not very good. The cards that are left, maybe he had no cancels or something, so he felt like he had to draw 5, activate the Alibi Artist, look for some stuff. It does put Christian on 12 honor though, so. And looks like he found another let go for the Watch Commander. Censured, okay. So 2 out of 4 cancels used on let go to protect this Watch Commander. I think that it's safe to assume from that he has at least 1 more cancel. If that was your only censure, you wouldn't use it on let go, I don't think. There is 1 Watch Commander gone already that was also let go. So this is the second one, but there is 3 in the deck, yes. Another secret cache. Christian has to attack with both more or less, otherwise the VP just blocks and pows Chagatai. Defend for 6 and the third Watch Commander take it to 7. Is there any chance that Scorpion could go for breaking, or? Maybe it's more that he can wait long enough and then the honor will drain automatically. Attacks the Upholding again for 2. Again, the Blackmail Artist will not trigger. Captive Audience, lose 1 honor. Could have another Goblin Sneak or a Sadaka. Yeah, there is another Sneak. I suppose you might as well use the captive audience at some point. Cavalry reserves on defense, wow. And it's cancelled, of course. Third cancel of the 4. I think Christian might actually be in trouble. He has only 4 cards left. No fate, not much of a board. Down 6 cards. He does have 9 honor, so that's one thing going for him, but... Yeah, it was really smart to flip that papers last turn to bow Tetsuko out. So these guys can come in military. Maybe you just break the appealing to the fortunes now. It won't really do anything. Oh, he doesn't defend. I wonder why. He'll get 3 glory, but that's still only a tie. It's another assassinate of Earth. That's unlucky. Why didn't he defend though? Do you think he would take favor maybe? I don't know, it just tied it, so it's... I don't know. Oh, double L5R artist, jeez. Paper spouse the VP, that's good. Yeah, it was probably a favor mistake. Actually, he prefers to go for Shiori instead of 2 alibi artists. I guess he has to make him lose honor one day. And he already has all the cards, so... Alright, I can get behind it. Yeah, I think Christian is kind of dead at this point. Needs to not die and let the watch commander leave the board. Yeah, but it's not possible to not die. Like, there's this card called City of the Open Hand that just takes an honor every turn. So it's you cannot not die. So Way with Words on the Blackmail Artist will make it steal 2, and then Shuri makes it lose 3. The Appalling Authority will break though, so we can look at the hand. I guess he can try to play cavalry reserves for something. For like 2 border riders and Yasambura, or maybe a Moto Youth. Oh, actually he just has backhand. Oh no, those are for Appalling Authority, so he plays 2 backhands down to 6. Third one down to 5. Another wave towards as well, so this is steal 3, 4. Oh, he'll court games first and then assassinate to make him extra dead. Yeah, I'm not sure why we're not attacking air, but I think he wins anyway. One moment you're on 8, the next you're on 0. So yeah, like I said, just not dying is not an option. I guess Christian's looking if he can do anything, but I don't think he can. No assassinate actually, so he will go only to 1. It's Bonsai, court games, for shame, and imbued with shadows. Discards for shame. So he leaves the Bonsai. This Watch Commander means he can't play any cards though, so... I guess he needs the 3 light ghosts are gone. Yeah, no, he's dead. He only has 4 military, so you can just block and that's it. Damn, Frankie pulling it out. I really thought Christian would win this game, but nope. I don't want to complain that too much, but the papers really turned the game around. Because, you know, she was bowed, she can't attack, then she gets voided as well because you cannot stop it. Then Scorpion gets the favor, so they can play 2 censures. It kind of snowballs from there. Like, in a close game, just randomly bowing someone is really, really smart. Yeah, going fire instead of the void was a little bit greedy, I think. And beside that, he really should have blocked last turn. I'm not sure what the plan is here. He's just totally dead, so... There is no more curved blades, Gyro. Yeah, 2 of them got calling in favors turn 1 or 2. So this means we're going down, I think, 1-4. Hopefully the final game tonight can restore something. It's Crane against the Unicorn though, so it might be that Yasamura shows up. I'm not sure what we're thinking about. There's really nothing he can do now. Has it gone poorly? Yes, we've lost both the games so far. And we were 1-2 before that, so now it's 1-4. Okay, so Vice Proprietor bows and then wave the open hand, sends him home. Oh, so actually he can't react on time with the Watch Commander. What else? A Steed of the Steppes and like... Okay, Cavalry Reserves for Shono and a Border Rider. Okay, okay. One of the Steed of the Steppes is gone, I think, but there's two in the deck, so there could be another. Shameful Display, yeah. Why avoiding the airing? Yeah. Um, I mean, the reason to do fire is definitely for to keep her initiate. Um, but this means that he cannot lose a conflict. And he has to defend against unopposed, obviously. The VP is used, so Scorpion plays Bonsai, yeah, to get +4. Easy peasy. We definitely need to see a Steed of the Steppes at least. Yes, it is effective deception. Well, I will say, I didn't think about Wave the Open Hand to stop the Watch Commander. That's pretty sick. It's 3 keepers actually as well, not just 2. And we know Scorpion's hand, right? Court games, imbued with shadows. He didn't draw anything since then? No. So Scorpion basically has no cards. None of those cards are going to do anything. So Christian needs to... well, he needs at least to have a Steed of the Steppes to ready this Chagatai. That would be breaking on here, and then on the next attack he has 4, so it's not close to enough. Another reserves instead, okay, for youth and regulars. It's only a firing though, like how is he going to defend and then still win the game? I'm not sure. Okay, the regulars gains another fate, so now he can afford the Seed of the Steppes if he has it. He will HMT, obviously. Honor Chagatai, take 3 keepers. So what is Scorpion supposed to do now? The Stronghold is Consordu, which I feel... I guess you can attack it, it doesn't really matter. It would give Christian another military conflict, but maybe that's okay. And the other conflict, I mean province, let's see, we have Earth, Void, Water. So it's Border Fortress left. So if you attack a Scorpion, then the Consort is going off. It doesn't matter which one you attack. Do you care about that though? So Scorpion could attack for 4. And then Christian has to in some way defend for 5. Yeah, there is pride on Shono, so he went back to normal. If he got honored from that, then I guess he could have been sacrificed to gain 1 honor, but not today. Oh, actually Scorpion can gain 1 more skill by using the Imbued with Shadows. So we have to have 1 more card, or 1 more skill. Oh no, he clicked too fast. No. He can't play a card. Oh no, he had something. It was so close to making the comeback. Oh no. He must have a steed and something else, like a katana or something. Oh, man. I thought we lost, and then I thought maybe he had a plan anyway, but no. God damn. Ugh. Alright, GG. Yeah, he could play the steed on Chagatai, ready him, defend for exactly 6, and attack for exactly 5. So, yeah, there was definitely a line there. Or Scorpion could have just gone air first conflict, yeah. Ah, so sad. It's effective deception. So if you attack for 5, it doesn't do anything. Oh. Alright, I will close the stream for a little bit again. There should be one more game coming up at 9. So be right back.